Chris, the other victim hailed from right across the border in Connecticut. The Massachusetts State Police report that 68-year-old Indian Orchard native William Hampton, Southwick resident 58-year-old Frederica Ballard, and 29-year-old Connecticut resident Chad Davidson all died in that flight. Ballard owned the Fly Lugu Flight School based out of Westfield. Hampton served as a flight instructor at that school, and Davidson was their student. We have reached out to the school but have not yet heard a comment back at this time. Now tonight, we're also getting a better look at the timeline of this incident. According to investigators, Sunday's flight took off from Barnes Airport in Westfield around 11:06 in the morning. Just 20 minutes later, Greenfield authorities received calls from people in the area that a plane appeared to be close to crashing. And by 11:30, first responders were in the woods near the Leyden Greenfield line looking for wreckage. By 12:33, the Beechcraft 55 Baron twin-piston airplane occupied by those three victims was found in what investigators say was a small clearing in the woods in Leyden's wildlife management area. That crash now is still under investigation by a number of entities, including the National Transportation Safety Board, the Northwestern District Attorney's Office, the FAA, and local and state police. And Chris, coming up tonight at 6, you'll hear from community organizations and members of the community about Sunday's fatal crash. Plus, one flyer who got their pilot license or learned how to fly from the school shares with us his memories with Frederica and Bill. Reporting live in studio, Wesley Days, Western Mass News.